Something like that. Very subtle. Just randomly. And at first, like, I wouldn't notice. And then, like, but then he'd do it, like, maybe twice a day. And after, like, a week, I'd start noticing. But then he was smart enough to get my brother Arash into the mix. So then, like, when we were hanging out, I would be both of them and they'd make the sound. And then I'm like, what's going on? And then Arash would be like, man, you're crazy. You're thinking this stuff. And honestly, he only told me it was a prank, like, when I was on the verge of going crazy. I was that close. That close. But it was good because it taught me how to not get so fooled easily. That was important. And Kourosh also has a way of making the dull days a lot more enjoyable. Like, you know, those winter days with not much going on. I remember when I was like 12 years old or so, he would just come to me and for this like 2-3 weeks, he was like, Busey's coming, Busey's coming. And I have no idea what this Busey is, but he would just keep, like, every day for like 3 weeks, like 10 times, he'd just be like, Busey this, Busey that. And I don't know what Busey was. I don't know if it was like some sort of war coming, or if it was like, some twin brother that I haven't met that we're about to meet. I don't know what was going on, until finally 3 weeks later, I find out that Gary Busey is some actor, and he has like some comedy show on Comedy Central. That was it. But he made those 3 weeks fun. I was like thinking in my head, like, what the hell was going on, all this stuff. So he knew how to make things fun. And another thing that I really appreciate about Kourosh is that he always let me like hang out with the bigger boys, because Kourosh, my brother Arash, my sister Azar, they're all older than me. And when I was growing up, all my cousins were older than me. But he never made like too big a deal of like letting the little like brother tag along. So I really appreciate that, because it was good for me to like hang out with the older. At the time, I thought they were cool kids. Now not so much, but whatever. It was good. But probably the thing that one of the things I appreciate the most about Kourosh is that he's never afraid to call me out when he feels it's necessary. Like, and it's tough because sometimes, a lot of times, we put him in like an awkward position to like call me out when I'm like out of line or just plain wrong. It would put him in an awkward position. And plus, when I was younger, I would be very like defensive, and I would like get angry at him and, you know, talk back and stuff like that. I would get angry that I'm getting called out. But it really meant a lot to me, because despite, he could have easily been like, I don't really want to go down that path because of all the negative things that would be annoying with it. But, you know, he was always a man about it, and he always said what he felt was necessary to say. And that it definitely made a huge impact on my life, because I wouldn't be the person that I am if I wasn't called out so many times and kept in check. It's true. I made a lot of mistakes, so I appreciate him getting called out and stuff. And Anjani, T-Lox, I just want you to know that you're getting a great man, a great family man. I know that he's going to be a great husband, a great father, and a great family man. In fact, I remember when I was like 11 years old, it's true, when I was about 11 years old, me and Kourosh were, in my family, we were the first to get like the CD burners. You know, back in the day when there was no CD burner and they just came out, well, me and Kourosh got those CD burners. And then I remember my cousin Amir right here, he wanted me to like burn some CD for him. And I was like, yeah, for sure, I got you, bro. Just give me like $5. But when Kourosh found out about that, he was like, whoa. We don't do that kind of stuff with family. That is not how we treat family.
Kourosh!
He's got a lot of morals. You know, that's not how we don't try to take advantage and make a profit off family. That's not how we are with family. And I know, and I learned that from him. And he's a great family man. And I know they're going to have a lot of wonderful days together, Kourosh and Anjani, and I wish them the best. And every time me and Anjani hang out, she's like pretty much like a sister, because at first, obviously, when they were just dating, you know, it would be like awkward because it's like some new girl. But now I feel comfortable, like, you know, like walking around with like, you know, like my shorts and stuff, and we could just talk about stuff that's not just like hi and bye, small talk. It's more deep than that. So, I love you like a sister. I hope we have a fun time tonight, and in the future, every day from now on, could also be a celebration of this. So, thank you. Thank you, guys.
you guys know Maz Jobrani, the Persian comedian? Kami Kalahi gives him a run for his money. Let me just say. Tomorrow I'll show you up, don't worry. That's what you're listening. Next, I'd like to introduce the woman who made all this possible, my dear mother. Vandanatur.
I'm not going to be funny, I'm just going to be a whole blunt bunch of mush. So, I really did not have a speech until I spoke with Susan. Thank you. And what I really caught on was the essence when I was talking with her while you were both walking the 7 steps at your wedding. And that was that this wedding is a coming togetherness of 2 families, and they are both so loving that love cannot multiply, it just grows exponentially every day. Woo! You're like a brother I never had. So Hela, you are the perfect mother for them both. And your sons and your daughters are just like you, both. And when a girl marries into a new family, they had a love marriage, they met in college, as we all know. And we always, as mothers, as when we were getting married, we always wonder, here's my husband, I know him well, what is the family like? And when you met them, I could not have even imagined how loving and how amazing they all are. I'm really, really happy for Anjani and Kourosh that they have multiplied their family already, even before you have kids. Since we are on the subject of Kourosh, I will come to you actually. But Kourosh has this, Kourosh is, we do not, in my family or at least, we don't hug a lot. And the Kalai family hugs all the time. When he wakes up in the morning, he comes and gives you a hug. Then after he has cereal, he again comes and gives you a hug. And you go down the stairs and he sees you again, he again gives you a hug. And then he's not happy, so he just stands next to you and he's 6 feet tall and he goes around your face and he hugs you. But I love those hugs. Thank you so much. When Susan and I were talking was, she said, Anjani has such a strong love for her culture and for who she is and her language and her family. And I said, that's how Kourosh has also encompassed that. He has also gone and embraced both cultures, both of them have for each other. And they are both very, very loving. But at the same time, they have retained what they have from what their families have given them. But they're also very strong people. They're very strong. They're not afraid to speak up. They really have very great clarity in what they are, who they are, and where they want to be. And that's very unusual. I remember when I was 27, I didn't know what was going on. I only knew I had 2 kids, and I had to get them from here to here. But they are so clear. I love you. You are just amazing. You're all grown up. She was probably 80 when she was 2. But I think from her wedding, she's back to 27. She'll finish the residency and have kids. In that order. And a last note, I know it's getting late. But a last note, in our wedding, when they got married, they are when we wash their feet, and when we are doing all the prayers. They have come down to earth as Vishnu and Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance and wealth and prosperity and love and everything that expands and just creates and increases. And Vishnu is the creator. Vishnu is the one who has brought everything together. And I think they embody both of this so well. Both of them looked it, they felt it, we felt the energy. And all of you over here who are here have made that happen. So I'm so grateful for all of you for doing that. Thank you very much.